Hey guys, GSP here from GSP Talk Sports, and today we are here to talk about 2025-26 Premier League predictions ahead of the new season. So, as you all would have been aware, you know, the best team, well, my English team, we won the Premier League last season, and I think it's going to be very, very difficult for anybody else to dethrone us, given that we've made some monster signings. We've won the signing window. I mean, it's still open. We still may get Alexander Isak, supposed to get Gay soon. So, all things being said, for the chasing pack to catch us is going to be very, very difficult. So I'm going to go through my predictions, starting with the top six. So last season, top six were sixth place Villa, fifth place Newcastle United, just securing the additional Champions League place, which was top five in England last season. Chelsea fourth, Man City third, 115 Man City. Football people will know what I'm talking about. Arsenal second and Liverpool champions. So my predictions for this year, starting from sixth place, I'm going with Newcastle sixth. I think there will be a little drop off this year. And I don't think it will be drastic to the point where they're going to finish lower than, top 8, maybe, it's still staying in Europe. So I'm putting them at 6. And then I'm going to go with Villa 5th. So I'm basically flipping those two places there. Villa making up some ground. I think they just missed out last year, and hopefully they will secure the top 5. I know a lot of people, some of my partners, they're talking about City being higher up, if not challenging for the title, which I think it's going to be difficult. And we still need to see what's going on with their 115 charges, whether they will have a point deduction or anything of the sort. So I'm going to put City fourth, but this is taken into consideration that they don't lose points, right? That they go through the season as normal, and they more or less, I think, will finish fourth. I'm going with Chelsea third. Now, this was a hard decision. I was thinking probably they may be a little better off, and they're actually my dark horses, if anything, to, God forbid, injuries, any sort of things that messes up my team, that they may be somebody to consider for the title. So I'm putting them at third, and I'm going with Arsenal second again. So Arsenal men, Neil, shout out. It'll be 4 years in a row, second, bridesmaid. That's tough. I know you all signed your new striker and you're all looking to make the next step, but I think how Liverpool has been looking this early season, and if they get Gay, it will be very difficult to throw them off. So I'm putting Arsenal second again, and I'm putting Liverpool first. I think how we've been looking so far with Wirtz, with Ekitike, with Gakpo, Salah. Although Salah had a let's be honest, a stinker in the Charity Shield, but I think he will get back to the old Salah. I know people are predicting doom and gloom, that he's going to drop off, not going to even score 15 goals. Just wait and see. People have been writing him off before, and he's always risen to the occasion. As I've been telling a couple of people, we need to win 2 more titles while Salah and Virgil are still there. to secure their places as club greats, you know. Right, so going with relegation, it will be difficult for teams that are coming up to avoid relegation, as we've seen recently, because the teams that are in the Premier League, because of the difference in finances, teams coming up could spend a lot of money and still go down. There's just that gulf in quality between the Championship and the Premier League. So going with 20th Burnley, 19th Sunderland, and this one really hurts my heart because I have a sentimental soft spot for Leeds United, that they may be 18th. Now I'm hoping that I'm wrong and some other team, if anything, just for Leeds, may take their place. And those teams I'm looking at, so last season Southampton went down, Ipswich went down, 20th, 19th, and 18th was Leicester, which were the promoted teams, went down. Spurs finished just above 17th, in 17th, Wolverhampton Wanderers on 16th, Man U 15th, right? So it will be very difficult for the newly promoted teams, but if I have to choose a dark horse, so to speak, or a wild card to go down, I'm going to go with West Ham United. So end of season, we'll see how that goes. Maybe who again might be in contention? Nobody really, because I think like the Fulhams and the Palaces and the Evertons, and sad to say, Man U from 15th going to be better off with their new signings this year. I don't see them finishing. I'm hoping I don't see them finishing top 10. I know a lot of people have them top six place back in Europe, playing once a week. That's going to help them, but I'm hoping not. As a Liverpool fan, I can't want to predict Man U doing so overly well now that they're going to finish top 6. So I'm hoping that, you know, the woes of the past 13 years continues and they finish in outside the top 10. Yeah. So moving on, Champions League. I mean, who else, right? So kind of super squad rebuilding right now, to be honest. It's because of what happened last season in that PSG game, drawn, getting knocked out on penalties, even though we were the best team heading into that stage. So just to have that little extra to make the extra step, I'm going to go with us for Champions League. I know my good friend Alex, shout out Alex, he was predicting Barcelona. And you know, funny thing too, I was telling him actually that Chelsea, Neil, even Arsenal might be an outside chance of capturing a Champions League. People may say, oh, Arsenal never won a European. Yes, it could happen. It could happen. So if it happens, I put my good luck on you guys. Yeah, Chelsea is just that kind of team. Recently won the Club World Cup. Even though, to be fair, champions of England, champions of Spain, Germany, Italy weren't there. Kinda champions of the world, kinda something, you know. So hopefully Liverpool does it in Champions League. In Europa League, I'm gonna go with Aston Villa. Yeah. Conference League, I'm gonna go with Crystal Palace. I know some people predicting like a Florentina or thereabout, but you see, I'm looking at an all English European hall. I just want to say at this point in time, I am also a Real Madrid fan. Yes, you see me in my Liverpool t-shirt. I will explain all these things as we go. This is my first video. And yes, Liverpool is my English team. I had Liverpool since '96, since young Gerrard, young Jamie Carragher, young Michael Owen, those kind of guys. Over the years, never seen us win a title, so die hard for until finally we won 2019, 2020, and last year. So 21 best English team ever, and 6 Champions League. Yeah, no dispute. The other side that finished 15th. I mean, hopefully the 13 years of not doing anything significant continues for a long, long time. I'm really enjoying seeing the fall from grace of Man U. So we're at, right, I was telling you, I'm a huge Real Madrid fan as well, so obviously in Spain it's going to be difficult to dethrone Barca, as we're just touching on this, but I'm hoping for the best with Real as well. And in Italy, I wish Real could win in Spain, Fiorentina could win in Italy. Sorry, I'm saying Fiorentina, Juventus, right? I'm picking Fiorentina as my outside pick for Conference League if Palace somehow slips up. And yeah, so FA Cup, I'm going to go with Liverpool. So that means I'm looking at Liverpool for a treble. I think that it's about time. That's like the one thing City and that other team from Manchester has, although they recently got knocked off their perch for league titles, and we have double the Champions League titles. Yeah, I want to see us doing the treble. So I'm going to go FA Cup Liverpool. I chose Liverpool for Champions League and for Premier League. For a League Cup, Alex, you get through. I'm going to go with Chelsea. Right, so Chelsea, man. I have no problem really with Chelsea, Arsenal. I want to see City do bad. I want to see Man U do bad. That's how it is. Golden Boot winner, EPL, I'm going to go with Isak. And I'm going to say, I know we're still before the close of the transfer season. I'm hoping that he comes to Liverpool. Between him and Ekitike, hopefully close. Hopefully Haaland is kind of off the season. And Isak gets it for Liverpool. Playmaker, I'm going to go with Wirtz. I see people, the man name starting with W, people calling him Wirtz and stuff. The player himself said his name is Wirtz, right? So I'm going to go with him for playmaker of the season. And the best player, Mr. Mo Salah. Yeah, people already saying, oh, he's over the hill. He had a bad game in the Charity Shield. And yeah, I'm going to go with him as best player, and hopefully with Liverpool winning treble, Ballon d'Or Salah. So with that being said, I can't wait for the new season. At the end of the season, I know I'm going to get licks from some men. Oh, you pick Chelsea to be an outsider for Champions League, and somebody else wins it. Or if Liverpool, God forbid, injuries and stuff doesn't. And you pick Arsenal second again, and next thing Arsenal come and win the league. I mean, I know a lot of men going to be real happy with that, because 3 seasons in a row, you don't get no trophy for second place. So yeah, it's tough. So it will be interesting. I'm looking forward to our opening game today, right? We always get a hard fight going to Bournemouth, and yeah, so hopefully we start off just like how we started off, we meaning Liverpool, in the first half of the Charity Shield, yeah, and it continues. So Virgil and Kanate has to step up. It has to be said though, in that game, we missed Gravenberch very badly, and my boy McAllister came on late. So I think with started in Gravenberch. His wife had a baby 4 or something like that, and fully fit, match fit. Our full midfield, that score could have been probably like a 4-5 nil. All kudos to Palace though. They came on really well in the second half, and as I said, no solid defensive midfield, and Endo in the second half ended up in defense along with Virgil having a stinker, Salah having a stinker. And our guys in the penalties. I really don't know what happened. So yeah, that's about it, guys. So hope you like and subscribe, and look forward to talking about other sports. So this my first video being about football. I'm also going to be touching on MMA, F1, cricket. So yeah, it's GSP Talk Sports. So, and one more thing, if anybody knows anyone to help set up a podcast, right now I'm just doing with my one camera, but the plan is to do like interviews and stuff. So I have a black magic box, I have other equipment that I would have bought up, the podcast mics and stuff like that. So if anybody knows anyone that could assist in setting up, I'll be most grateful, because want to start bringing some people and be discussing how the matches went over the weekend and stuff like that. So looking forward, guys. Hope you all like the video, and all the best for the new season.